Hello everyone, and welcome to my playthrough of Resident Evil 3, the board game. In this game, you try to go through the city and survive. This game replicates the Resident Evil 3 story, the original one. You have 4 actions, you spend actions, then enemies react, and then you draw a tension card from the deck. The deck acts as a time mechanic, so if the deck runs out, the game is over. There is a way to reshuffle the deck, but more on that later. Also, I'm going to play this game with a small twist to make it more interesting. This is a city fear level. If the fear level rises all the way to the top, the game is over, so we try and avoid that. First things first, we're going to pick our character randomly. That's the first thing, because I have not decided. So let's give them a good shuffle. And then to pick the first one that comes out. So for this playthrough, we are going to go with Carlos. He rolls 2 dice for evade, and he can carry 6 items. He also has special abilities. Also, the second twist that I'm going to go do is to use only this. So I'm going to playing through the game with the knife only. I am not allowed to use any other items except for healing and key items to progress the story. A quick overview of the map. You have exploration tiles, yellow and red, amber. Whenever you step on a tile, you roll a die, and the higher the number, the better, and the lower the number, well, that's bad. I have house ruled one thing, and that is over the stages we have these explosive barrels, and I am allowing myself to explode the barrels with a knife, because otherwise this will be really difficult. Well, with that out of the way, let's begin. So we have 4 actions, and that's 1, open the door for 2, go through for 3, and we end our turn there. Now comes the reaction phase. All the zombies react. They move 1 tile, and the movement you can see indicated by the number. They also have 1 HP. And the turn is over, we draw a tension card, which is all clear, even though I'm not sure. Right, and it's our turn again, so we go 1, and we have to evade. We evade by rolling 2 blue dice. Like so. That's a minimum evade that we needed. That's good. So 2, and let's try and evade again. Oh, that's not good. Let's see. Now we take a damage, and we're gonna push the zombie here and take 1 damage. The damage is indicated by the heart symbol. If we go to danger, we're gonna faint. We can also get poisoned if the situation requires. Right. Taking another damage, we're gonna push the zombie out and take another damage. We also have, as a starting equipment, we have healing spray. We can use actions to heal ourselves, which in this case would probably be the best, except that we have 1 action left. I'm gonna use a red die and try to hit that explosive barrel over there. And that's a hit. The barrel explodes, dealing 1 damage to the zombies. It also deals damage to adjacent square, but in this game, luckily, we do not take damage from explosives, so with that out of the way, we can continue. Our turn ends with fourth action, the zombies react. Not good, and we draw attention card. Vigorous Mortis. Enemies of the same tile as this character immediately perform a reaction. How nice. So the zombie is gonna attack us. Now we have a chance to evade. For 3 characters we need a minimum of... Actually we need a perfect roll with 2 die. And we get it. So they miss their attack. And now it's our turn. Now in order for us to move away, we need to evade, and we get it again. So we move for 1, 2, that's an A item. We pick up for 3, and we get a blue herb. Well, not the best item, but what you're gonna do. So that's 3 and 4. The zombies react, and we take attention card, all clear, and it's our turn again. So we move for 1, open the door for 2, go in for 3, and close the door for 4. Since we stepped on an amber table, we do not have actions, and we need to roll a die. 5, which is on amber table. It is 1 zombie. So whenever we spawn a zombie, we spawn it on the closest biohazard tile. And we also draw from the deck immediately. All clear. No, it is not all clear in my opinion. Right, so our turn ends, we have drawn a card, and the zombies did not react because the tiles are not linked with the closed door. So our turn again, and we open the door for 1, go in for 2, close the door for 3, and roll on amber table yet again. 6, and 6 is empty, which is good for us. Right, so we have 1 action left, we move for 4, nobody reacts, we draw a card, all clear. Then our 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still nobody reacts. And attention card. Deepening Paranoia. If the next character is on the same tile at the start of the attention phase as they began their turn on, they must draw 2 additional cards. So if we stay here, we draw 2 cards. Well, let's see how that goes. So 1, 2, 3, we pick up a item that opens up a map, or the next section of the town. That's for 3 and stay for 4. So since we stayed here, we have to draw 1 and 2. You notice these small colors here, they correspond with the enemy attack pattern. So whichever color you get from the card, that is the attack the enemy is going to be doing. Right, so we're going to pick up this B item for 1, which for us is first aid spray, which is good. 2, 3, and 4. Nobody reacts, and all clear. And it's our turn again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Still nobody reacts. And tension card. So as you can see, the game is really easy to pick up. The problem starts when you have lots of enemies in the same square, and yeah, they all pile up. So that's 1, 2. Let's try kill this one with a knife. So we roll 1 die for the attack. If we get a push icon, we can do a free evade. If we get a hit icon, we do 1 damage. The knife also introduces the accuracy mark and critical mark. If you do that, you do 2 damage with knife. So let's see how that goes. So we opened the door for 1, went in for 2 actions. We have 2 actions left. If we miss, the zombie reacts. And that's a critical hit, which means we deal 2 damage, the zombie dies. Brains! No brains! And 4. That's our turn. We draw a card. Red one. Spawn a zombie in the same square as this character. Well, how nice. Didn't expect that. Right, so whenever you spawn something, they usually don't react on the same turn. So it's our turn again. And I'm gonna try and hit the zombie with the knife. And that's an evade. So we are allowed to move 1 square. So that's 1 action. Pick up for 2. And also I forgot to roll on the amber table, so we're gonna do that right now. That's a 2, which means 2 zombies on the closest biohazard. 1, 2. Oh, nice. We have 1 action left. We move here. The zombies react at the end of the turn. 1, 2, and we draw a tension card. Lurching Gate. So during the next turn, they all move 1 extra square. So it's our turn, and I'm gonna open the door for 1, go in for 2, close the door. Not forgetting the roll on the amber table. Rolling on the amber table. That's 2 again. That's 2 zombies on the closest biohazard symbol, which would for us be here. We have 2 actions left. What are we gonna do? Let's try and stab him dead. That's a hit. That's 1 down. The other one reacts. We have 1 action left. We are gonna try and evade him with 2 die. And we did it. Made him evade. So that's 4. End of actions, zombie react. He moves here. And tension card. All clear. I wouldn't say it's all clear, but anyway, the game says so, so it's all clear. Our turn. Let's hit that zombie with a knife, and that's a miss. And because we missed, we take unavoidable damage, so that's 1. We are on caution currently. For me, the best thing to do is, I would say, try and evade the zombies. And it's a success. So that's 2, because we missed 1 action. We're gonna use 1 healing spray for 3. Healing 3, health 1, 2, 3, back to green. And moving 1 away for 4. The zombies react for 1. And that's the end of our turn. We draw a tension card. All clear. As you notice, there's an explosive barrel here, so if we need, we can explode that with a knife, even though I don't see how it's possible. Right, our turn. 4 actions. We have to get the B item here. We also want to get this C item here. C items unlock campaign progression as well. So let's see here. Let's open the door for 1. Back up for 2 and 3. The dogs move for 2. Yeah, they move for 2. They also have 1 HP, so there's nothing to do. They're not that difficult to kill. And we end our turn. The zombies react. He reacts here. 1, 2. He reacts always to closest. and they all coming for me. More brains! And tension card. All clear. Yeah, right. Our turn. We're gonna stab with the knife the barrel. Boom, the barrel explodes, dealing 1 damage to each dog and a zombie. That's one action. We're gonna move in for 2, and we're gonna end our turn here. The zombies react. This moves here, he comes here, and tension phase. All clear. But I tend to disagree yet again. And it's our turn. Let's try and stab him. Let's see how this goes. And it's a hit. He dies. He reacts to our stabbing him. That's one action. Let's try to stab him again. And that's a 2 damage. Oh, nice. Critical hit for 2 damage. He dies. He goes away. That's 2, 3, and 4. End of turn. There's no zombie to react. We draw a tension card. Sounds outside. So if I leave this tile, I'm gonna be drawing 2 cards. Right, it's our turn, and we're gonna continue with 1, 2, 3, and pick up for 4. That's a B item, and it is lighter fluid. That is one of our objectives. We have met the objective. All we have to do now is to get the C item, and we can finish the campaign. So there's no zombies to react. We draw a tension card, which is all clear. Good. So we continue. Really tempted to get that A item because we are gonna be needing all the healing items we can get. So 1, 2, open for 3, and end our turn. I want my turns to be full before going in. Tension card. Cornered. Locate the closest to the active character where there are enemies but no characters. Remove the enemy on the tile with the highest threat level and place them on this character's tile on the closest biohazard. So that would mean either these two. So I'm gonna be, because it's not specified with the highest threat and they're all equal, so I'm gonna be taking this one, placing him here. Yeah, I guess that's right, and it's our turn. And we go in for 1, roll on the amber table. That's a 6. That's an empty. Good. Going for 3 and pick up 4, a item, which is green herb. Good. We are going to be needing all the healing we can get. Since this door is open, there's no zombies, this door is open, he will be reacting for 1. And it's a tension phase. All clear. And back to our turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's gonna be coming this way. Tension card, all clear. And it's our turn again, so go in for 1. Slamming that door behind him, so he's not gonna be bothering us. For 2, 3, and pick up again for 4. That's a blue herb again. 7, so we are currently holding 7 items, which is full, so we have to discard something. I'm gonna be discarding the blue herb because I don't think we're gonna be needing it yet, so we are back to 6, which is our maximum carrying capacity for now. And That was end of our turn. All clear. I haven't drawn a card yet, so that's gonna be all. So it's back to our turn, and we go 1, 2, open for 3, back up. The zombie gonna be reacting. 1, 2, draw a tension card, all clear. And going 1, gonna stab one zombie with a knife. That's a hit for 2 damage. He's gonna be dead. He reacts to our stabbing his pal, but not yet attacking, so we're gonna be doing evade. And that's a medium evade. That's good. So we're gonna be moving for 3, slamming that door for 4, so he cannot get in, and our turn is over. Tension phase, all clear. Most of the tension cards are green for the starters, and we add more cards the further we go. So we go 1, 2, 3, and open for 4. Tension card, all clear. Go in for 1, roll on the yellow table, and that's gonna be 2 zombies. Oh my, oh, not good. And we have still 2 actions left. We're gonna be going 3 and stabbing him. One of these with the knife, which is a hit. Good. And she reacts to her tile. Our turn is over. Because our turn is over and they moved, so now she's gonna be attacking us, which means we can try and evade the attack. And that's a full evade, so we evade it, and nothing happens. We draw a card, which is all clear. Back to our turn. We're gonna be evading away from the zombie. That is full evade, which is good for us. So 1, pick up for 2, and the B item is the spare keys, which we need to get through this door. Pick up the C item and end the stage. So we have 2 actions left. Let's try and stab her. As you can see, the first stage is always easy, but the game, this is gonna get a lot harder the further we go. So that's a 2 damage, 3 and 4, I believe. Yeah. Tension card, all clear. Go in for 1 and use the spare keys that we picked up. Open the door and go in for 3, rolling on the amber table. That's a 5. 1 zombie plus unsettling feeling. Immediately draw from the tension deck. Right. So zombie spawns there. It's all clear. We still have 2 actions left. Sorry, 1. Moving in for 4. Zombie reacts, and we draw tension card. All clear. Back to our turn. So 1, 2, pick up for 3. The first C item is battery, which gives us access to downtown 3. Now we have picked up the map, we have picked up the C item. Now all we need to do is make sure that there are no enemies left on the current tile wherever we are. So we have at least one action, I believe. We're gonna be stabbing the zombie. No, that's an evade. So we can have a free move, which is gonna be here. Zombie reacts. We draw attention card. All clear. I wouldn't be so sure. Now please and die. Now it's a free move, which is good actually for us. That's 1, moving for 2, closing for 3. And because we have collected the C item, we have collected the map. That's all for this stage. Right, we have completed the first stage of the game. This means we get to put a marker. We also picked up the C item, which gives us access to downtown 3. However, we do not know how to get there, so we need to go through downtown 2. Every time we complete a stage, the fear of the city goes up by 1. This is an event deck, so during the game there's going to be an event, and whenever you trigger an event, you draw from an event deck, and bad things happen. Right, with this, we are done with the first stage of the game. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if I did some mistakes or how can I improve my next video. So I'm planning to do the whole playthrough of this game with the knife only, using the same item overall with only the knife here. So yeah, that's the twist of the game. We're going to be using the knife this whole playthrough. That includes bosses as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video, and I hope you leave me some comments how to improve my next video. Thank you, and bye.